Hi kids! Hope everybody's doing well and enjoying our story, Star Jumper. We left off with chapter 4 when Alex was trying to figure out how to get his spaceship out of his bedroom so that therefore he can go to outer space from his backyard. Chapter 5, The Atom Slider. Atom, A-T-O-M. I used to have tropical fish, but Jonathan killed them all. It had to be him. Mom or Dad wouldn't do something mean like that. He probably did it to get back at me for something I did to him, or something he imagined I did to him. Who knows what goes on in that evil brain of his? This much I'm sure of. One day when I was at school and Jonathan was sick at home, someone turned up the heater in my tropical fish tank. When I came back, my fish were boiled. Each and every one of them. Of course, the creep turned down the thermostat so I couldn't prove a thing. Clever, diabolical. Jonathan in a nutshell. I used to have angelfish, red scissortails, firemouths, New Guinea tigerfish, and dwarf puppers. Now all I have is one goldfish, Einstein, who I keep in a small bowl on my desk. There's a big piece of pink coral plopped right in the middle of Einstein's bowl. The only way he can get from one side of the bowl to the other is to swim through one of its openings. As I watched him lazily thread his way through the holes in the coral, I suddenly had such a stupendously brilliant idea. I hollered, "Eureka!" Eureka is what Archimedes is supposed to have cried when he discovered how to measure the density of gold. The story goes that the old Greek scientist was taking a bath at the time. He got so excited when the solution came to him that he jumped out of the tub and ran naked through the streets of Greece, crying, "Eureka! Eureka! I found it! I found it!" Well, I didn't go running through the house naked or anything like that, but my shout must have been pretty loud because Mom called out from her office, "Is everything all right, Alex?" "Yeah, I'm fine, Mom. Really, really fine," I hollered back. Boy, was I pumped. The solution was so ingenious. I'll try to explain it as simply as I can. The walls of my bedroom appear to be solid, but appearances can be deceiving. The longer I study science, the more I realize that hardly anything is the way it seems. Take my brother, for example. There's a drawing of Jonathan as he appears, and then Jonathan as, in Alex's opinion, how he really is. I highly doubt he's that bad. He seems kind of cute to me. He seems like a normal kid, but in reality, he's an abomination, a fiend, a two-legged plague. The walls of my bedroom are actually made of atoms, and science tells us there are spaces between individual atoms. Not just spaces, but big spaces. Big, enormous spaces. Vast spaces. See what I'm getting at? Here's a picture. We have matter as it appears and matter as it really is. Einstein doesn't have to bore his way through the coral to get to the other side of his tank. Aha. All he has to do is swim through one of the holes. As long as he doesn't bump into the coral, there's no problem. Likewise, all I have to do is figure out a way to keep Star Jumper's atoms from bumping into the atoms of my house. Then Star Jumper will pass right through its walls, just like Einstein passes through the pink coral. There's the coral, and there's Einstein. What could be simpler? I don't know how everyone makes such a big deal about being a genius. For me, it's easy. Once I had my insight, the rest was a piece of cake. The math took about 20 minutes. Then I sketched out the basic design. I called my new invention an atom slider because it allows one atom to slide past another without touching. Whoa. We'll look again. Luckily, I found everything I needed to build my new invention in the bins under my bed. He's using 2 forks and a rubber band on top of a shoebox with wings and nuts and bolts and a paper towel roll and some silver quarters and paper clips. Can you see? I finished my atom slider in less than an hour. Another record for the history books. That made 2 in just one day. Even Einstein, the real Einstein, wasn't that brilliant. But it was getting late. Pretty soon it would be bedtime. I quickly installed the atom slider in Star Jumper's control panel. Then I gathered some supplies for the trip. And he has a nice list. He needs a change of clothes, my toothbrush, snacks, 7 granola bars, 3 banana nut cupcakes, 1 large bag of potato chips, and 2 boxes of pretzels, a first aid kit, my warrior cards, all my Z-Men comic books, my notebooks, this one and the one where I write down all my scientific formulas. As I was stowing away the last few items in Star Jumper's cargo hold, I sensed Jonathan, like an evil force, lurking outside my bedroom door. "What do you want?" I yelled. "Can I come in?" "No, go away." "You missed a great wrestling match. Want to hear about it?" "No." "Aw, come on, open the door. I want to see how my castle's coming along." "No." "So you admit it. You are working on my castle." "No." "Are you going to say anything but no?" "No." There was a long silence. Then I heard Dad's footsteps in the hall. "What are you doing still awake?" he said, and I heard him snatch up Jonathan in his arms. "You're supposed to be in bed now." "Alex is up," said Jonathan. Dad must have tickled Jonathan just then because I heard him giggle. "Alex, it's past your bedtime too," Dad called through the door. "Tomorrow is a school day." "Okay, Dad," I called back. I covered Star Jumper with a sheet, put on my pajamas, and climbed into bed. "Actually, Dad, tomorrow isn't a school day. Not for me, at least," I said to myself as I lay on my back in the dark. In fact, unless I start one myself on my new planet, I'm never going to school again. My new planet. Those words sounded so sweet. Just imagine. I let them melt on my tongue like a cool lick of ice cream on a hot summer day. But I didn't let myself fall asleep. After a while, my mom came in to say goodnight. She always does that, even if she's really busy. When I was younger, she used to read to me almost every night. Dad, too. Now I'm bigger, so they read mostly to Jonathan. Sometimes I listen in, but when you're my age, you don't want to hear the same stories that your 6-year-old brother likes, especially when they used to be your favorite stories and now they're his. As soon as Mom came in, she went right over to Star Jumper. "It's so nice that you're building something for Jonathan. Can I take a peek?" she said, and took hold of the sheet. I sat bolt upright in bed. "No, don't!" I snapped. "You'll spoil the surprise." Well, I wouldn't want to do that. She let go of the sheet, and I breathed. Sigh of relief. "But I am so proud of you, dear. So very proud." Then Mom tucked me in and gave me a goodnight kiss. It was just like every other goodnight kiss she ever gave me, but tonight it felt different. That's the last goodnight kiss I'll ever get from my mom, I thought. Just as she was about to shut the door, I called out to her, "I'll never forget you, Mom." She stopped and gave me a funny look. Then she smiled that nice smile of hers. "And I'll never forget you either, Alex," she said, and turned out the light. For a while, I just lay there in the dark, thinking dark thoughts. I hadn't even left yet, and I was already missing Mom and Dad and my house and my school and my friends. Heck, I was missing everyone on the planet. Everyone, that is, but Jonathan. It's not fair, I thought. After all, it's his fault, not mine, that I'm leaving. If it wasn't for that pain-in-the-butt brother of mine, I could live out my days on Earth, basking forever in the glory of my genius and fame. I lay in my bed for what seemed like hours, waiting for everyone to fall asleep. Then, when the house was dead quiet, I got out of bed and turned on my desk lamp. It was 1:30 a.m. Takeoff time! That's the end of the chapter, guys. So we got to think about him and how he's feeling right now. He's going to be leaving planet Earth and traveling into outer space in Star Jumper and leaving his family and his friends. How is that going to make him feel? I want you guys to think about that. The next chapter is called Goodbye, Earth. And goodbye, kids. It's getting really chilly out here, but I had a nice time. Bye.